Hacienda Ribbit here. Today we're going to make another beautiful recipe from Chef Marco Pierre White. It's chicken chasseur. Hunter's chicken. Chasseur is the French word for hunter. And it's the French version of chicken cacciatore that we all know. I am interested in making this because after watching his video, it's sort of like a minimalist version of what we think of the Italian chicken cacciatore. There's no onions, there's no wads of bell pepper, it's not swimming in sauce. It's sort of like a deconstructed minimalist hunter's chicken, which I like. I'm going to put the link to his video in the notes below so you can watch it if you like and compare to see how it came out. We've got some tarragon, parsley off camera, shallots, tomatoes, mushrooms. In this recipe we need a little bit of white wine. In this case we got a Chardonnay and some brandy. I got this French brandy. And he uses tomato juice, but we're going to go with V8 because I like it. Alright, so let's get prepping. Alright, over medium-high heat with a generous amount of butter, we're going to take our dredged chicken thighs, skin side down, and start browning them. And as Chef Marco Pierre White said, and I remember too, when we were kids, everybody always dredged their chicken before cooking it. People don't do that anymore. Don't know why. Alright, so we got 6 pieces ought to be good. I'll put the leftover in the fridge. Now we're just going to brown it really good. 15 minutes on medium high has given us this beautifully brown golden crust, which is exactly what we want. So now we're going to cook them for another 10 minutes on the underside. 5 minutes into the cooking, we're going to move the chicken pieces around like that. And we're going to add the shallots in the center for the last 5 minutes of cooking. They're minced really small, so they'll cook in no time. And as he pointed out, Chef Marco, you do not want to put them on top of the chicken because you don't want raw shallots. You want to cook them all the way through. Alright, so we've got that down. We're going to move the chicken into the center, and it's time to add the brandy. And we're going to pour it around the outside so it goes underneath the chicken and doesn't sog up the beautiful brown crust. That ought to be enough of that. And we can flame it. Yeah, buddy, pyrotechnics in the kitchen are always good. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a trained professional. Right, now that the flames are burnt off, it's time to add some white wine. And again, we're going to do that around the side as well. Oh my, this is smelling really good. Oh, that ought to be about right. Okay, and what I forgot to add at the beginning, we've got some chicken better than bouillon, and we're going to add a good generous, let's call it a tablespoon, and mix that in, and it'll mix in. And to that, where are we? Yeah, we're going to sprinkle on the tarragon. Okay, that's going to add a really, really good, nice flavor. Tarragon goes very well with chicken. Alright, let's get this combined in and join me in a minute. Now that is boiling really nicely, we're going to add the tomato juice, or in this case V8, and you'll notice it's very dark. That's because I added 2 teaspoons of Gravy Master to it. It gives it a nice flavor, according to Chef. And that's the way I like it. Alright, so now at over medium high, we're going to simmer this for about 20 minutes and get this nice and thick and reduced. While the chicken is simmering over there on that burner down there, over medium high in a little olive oil, we're going to start cooking down the mushrooms for a little bit. After the mushrooms have kind of cooked down a little bit and released most of their moisture, At this point, we're going to add the tomatoes, and in this case I used Romas because we don't want a whole lot of tomato juice. And a good amount of parsley. Yeah, by the way, this kitchen is smelling amazing. That fresh tarragon and the brandy and the wine and the chicken are really doing wonders here. This recipe is worth making just for the smell. Anyway, let's keep going. As this cooks down, we're going to add a little bit of kosher salt. Oh, I would guess maybe a teaspoon. I've checked the sauce on the chicken, and that's perfect for salt. The Kitchen Magic and the Better Than Bouillon has plenty of salt in there. Alright, that has reduced down beautifully. So now, what we're going to do is carefully spoon over the chicken some of this beautiful vegetables. And you see how I was saying this is like a minimalist hunter's chicken. It's not a whole mess of globulization all in one skillet. And it looks really, really pretty. I saw Chef make this and I thought, man, that's the kind of hunter's chicken I like. Okay, and for beautification purposes, we've got a little bit more parsley we're going to sprinkle here. And yeah, let's go ahead and plate it up. Okay, here we have it. Oh my, that sauce came out so rich and thick from the flour and the dredging. And what I have is just plain old bagged Ore-Ida instant herb and garlic potatoes. But I really like the simplicity of this. It keeps the crispy skin on top. The simmering cooks the chicken all the way through. You can see, here we go, how thick the sauce has become. Alright, let's go ahead and taste it. Oh, my timer's going off. Oh man. Something is giving it an underlying sweetness. Just a hint. It's got to be the brandy or the wine or the shallots. A tarragon pairs very, very well. And that sauce. Wow. That sauce is gorgeous. Can you see that? Let's try that. That is my go-to hunter's chicken from now on. Forget all that Italian one, although it's good, buried in bell peppers and onions. This is the way to go. Check out Chef Marco's video. The links are on the notes below. And I'll try to put an iCard up here too. And see if I did it up right. Leave me a note. Thanks for watching, people. Bye-bye.